Hi citizens of Springfield, it's me, Batman, and I'm back today to read another story from our book, 5-Minute Batman Stories. This one is about my arch nemesis, the Penguin. The Penguin's birds of prey. Crime in Gotham City was at an all-time high. Citizens all over had valuable possessions stolen from their homes. Each crime had turned up a single odd clue, a bird's feather. Batman lurked at the scene of the latest robbery. He pocketed the feather and headed back to his secret hideout. The Batcave was located deep below Wayne Manor. There, Batman analyzed all of the feathers he had collected from the various crime scenes. "Master Bruce, this may be of interest to you," Alfred interrupted him. The butler pointed to a news report on the Bat computer. "Gotham City's birds have not returned from their migrations," said Beverly Birdsong, an environmentalist. "This is not natural. Something is wrong." I bet these events are connected somehow," Batman said. Suddenly, an alarm sounded above them in Wayne Manor. Bruce and Alfred raced up the study just in time to see a vulture fly out of a broken window. In its talons, it carried an upside-down umbrella containing Bruce Wayne's expensive gold watch, cell phone, and laptop. Must I remind you not to leave your toys laying around?" Alfred said. "Don't worry, old friend," Bruce replied. "All of these items have tracking devices, the latest in Wayne Enterprises technology." Alfred nodded. "And they'll lead us straight to the mastermind behind this caper." Bruce hurried back to the Batcave to change into his batsuit. Batman followed the tracking signals through Gotham City streets to the Iceberg Lounge. The lounge was a nightclub owned by the gangster Oswald Cobblepot. Several birds flew through a skylight. Each one carried an umbrella. The Cape Crusader landed the Batplane on a nearby roof. Then he followed the birds inside. Batman found himself in Oswald Cobblepot's private office. The gangster hopped up to greet the Cape Crusader. "I'll have you know, this is an exclusive club," he said. "Not all flying creatures are welcome." "Mr. Cobblepot, I presume?" Batman asked. "So you're the one behind this foul play?" "Yes," squawked Oswald. "But you can call me the Penguin." "What's your game, Penguin?" the hero said. The villain narrowed his beady eyes and smiled. "My feathered friends are helping me become the richest man in Gotham City. Soon I'll move into Wayne Manor and kick Bruce Wayne to the curb." "The only big house you'll be going to is Blackgate Penitentiary," said Batman. The Penguin blew on a whistle, commanding the birds' attention. In an instant, birds of all feathers descended on Batman. They pecked and scratched and clawed at the Cape Crusader. "I've spent all winter hypnotizing these wonderful creatures to do my bidding," the gangster exclaimed. "Now I'll have them rid me of my rodent infestation once and for all." Batman quickly hurled a batarang at the sprinkler system, releasing a torrent of water. The birds snapped out of their trance and flew out of the skylight. "Curses!" hollered the Penguin. "Those birds needed a break, and so do you," Batman said. He tackled the Penguin, and they crashed through the office door into the lounge. As they hit the ground, the villain whipped out his trick umbrella. He pointed the end at Batman and sprayed him with a cloud of gas. Whoosh! The hero coughed and sputtered, trying to catch his breath. The Penguin's wicked weapon transformed into an umbrella jetpack. It lifted him high up over the ballroom toward another skylight in the ceiling. "Penguins do not fly unless it's with style," the villain called as he made his escape. "Time to put this turkey on ice," Batman growled. He reached into his utility belt and pulled out a freeze bomb. He hurled the device at the fancy fountain down below. The bomb exploded when it hit the statue. The giant seal sculpture erupted into a wave of water and washed over the Penguin who was flying overhead. The chemicals within the freeze bomb and the water in the fountain instantly froze, trapping the villain. Minutes later, the Gotham City police arrived. Batman filled Commissioner Gordon in on the Penguin's crimes. "He trained the birds to steal by flying in and out of homes," Batman said. "That's the reason you never found a culprit." Your help is much appreciated, Batman, said Commissioner Gordon. It was nothing, Batman replied. I love a good mystery. The Penguin was still trapped in his frozen prison. 2 officers worked to break the ice. Then they transferred the Penguin to Blackgate Penitentiary, and the stolen valuables were returned to their rightful owners. The next day, Bruce and Alfred went bird watching with Beverly Birdsong. I'm so glad these beautiful birds are flying free, she said as a vulture soared high above the trees. No bird should be in captivity. Alfred agreed, but Bruce was not sure. Oh, I can think of one bird that belongs in a cage, Bruce said with a smile. The penguin.